Hi everybody, welcome to A Cross Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video is for the star sign of Geminis for this week of February 22nd or February 16th through February 22nd. A little bit ahead of the game there. Sorry. So before I get started pulling some cards, I did a poll on YouTube. So I want you guys to go and vote on that poll. What the poll is about is what style of weekly reading that you like best. Whether you like the Pick a Crow, whether you like this style reading that I did last week and that I'm doing this week. I'm going to leave the poll up for another week and see how it turns out. And that will determine what next week's reading starting February 23rd through February March 1st. No, it'll be February 23rd through February 29th going into March 1st. All right. So anyways, that poll, I will be seeing which style of a reading that you as a collective like best. The Pick a Crow or the style that I am doing this week and the one I did last week. These two styles are pretty much the same. The Pick a Crow is per element. There's three different messages that you can pull, or this style that I am doing is individual to you as an individual star sign. All right, so you go ahead and you cast your vote to which style that you like, Geminis. All right. So let's go ahead and pull some cards now. I just wanted to address that real quick. So we're going to use, these are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, there we go. We got our card, Geminis. And it is coming up as an ally. It's a number 5. It's called the Spiral Dancer. Circuitous Root and Perception. Okay, so I am seeing this spiral right here in this feminine's hand, Gemini. So what I feel is the Spiral Dancer is coming through and telling you, you know, it has been a real struggle and a challenge with it being card number 5 to complete this cycle and to start a new one. Right? It's been a tough challenge on your path is what I feel. So yeah, she's coming through as an ally for you, Gemini. So we're going to go ahead and see what Spirit wants to address with this Spiral Dancer for you, Gemmies. All right. So as an ally, she moves with her own rhythm and steps to the music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you're experiencing as a setback is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracting your steps or going backwards, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted knowing that your path is one of success, adventure, and experience. So she asks that you follow her, for she dances along a magical way. If you're asking about a relationship, keep on dancing and magic will soon happen. Also, it's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time. Make sure to let others know that you're open. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, the present, and the potential future. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with a valuable lesson to share. Even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions, all the steps are perfect, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The Spiral Dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom straight. And I just feel, Gemini, that there's been a real struggle on your journey. You have experienced a lot of setbacks. Well, at least what you thought were setbacks, which were actually lessons and blessings from the lessons in disguise. Okay, so the spiral dancer is coming forward and telling you, follow me on this path that is taking you around. And I kind of feel like she's saying, you need to perceive this this elevation, this dance, I feel, from a little bit of a higher perspective. This route, perceive this route that you're on from a higher perspective. Because if it was in reverse, it would be a chapter that you need to close. But she's coming in as an ally. So this is a positive movement forward that you're going around in. Okay, that's what I feel for you, Gemini. So we're going to go ahead and pull some Spirits of the Darkness and Light Divination deck by Mystic Moon Oracles, and see what's going on with this spiral dancer. What else Spirit wants to address for you, Gemini, when it comes to the spiral dancer. Oh, beautiful. So we got Spirit of Gold, wealth, status, and windfall. So I kind of feel like she is taking you on a route to find your pot of gold, your wealth of, and your status and your windfall of gold and purity and abundance and wealth. Oh yeah, beautiful energy to be in, Gemini, this week. So we're going to go ahead and pull some Crow Tarot to go with all of this energy. So we got one that popped out. Yeah, we got the Ace of Swords. There's that perception. Having the awareness of the route you're on. Having the awareness and the breakthrough of finding that pot of gold after a period of struggle. All right. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle a little bit more and see what else, if anything else wants to come out. That's that perception. Oh, yeah, the Five of Cups. After a period of grief, there's the fives coming through. It's like there's grief, there's struggle. There's a period of, you're grieving about what you have lost. Out of all the cups that you have spilled, all the emotions that you have put into something. If you just turn around, you can see that you do have them 2 cups behind you, and that's where you're being taken. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's that new beginning, that wealth, that pot of gold, that abundance that is rightfully yours. There's 2 ones there. And we have the Lovers coming through. So there is that relationship, that divine relationship. And I do feel that you and your person may not be on, like you guys aren't walking side by side on this route or this path. But I just feel like, this path is taking you to this divine connection. That's what I feel. I feel like whenever you guys cross paths again, there's going to be some sort of a new beginning, because you're in this energy with this fives energy of grief, of loss, of struggle. When all you have to do, Gemini, is turn around and you'll see that there is this 2 cups, this soulmate energy. And you need to have the perception and the awareness that you will find your pot of gold. You will have your status as being in a relationship. You will feel the windfall of this abundant energy within your reality. You are meant for it. This is, I kind of feel like, part of your purpose, Gemini. So we have 5, a 10. So 10, 11, 12, and 6 is 18. A 1 and an 8 is a 9. So there's definitely going within and finding that light within your soul, being that spiral dancer on a soul level, and having your path illuminated within yourself on this route. And again, just like the spirit says, nobody's path is perfect and straight. There's always some sort of energy where you're zigzagging. In Gemini's case, you're in a spiral. There's a circulatory route for you. You are actually, it's not like you're going in circles. You are just, it's like you're just following the light, and the light is taking you in that spiral. That's what I feel. So Geminis, let's see what's going on with love. So can we have some romance? What's going on with Geminis for love? We already see there's a potential for soulmate energy. Yeah, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. So that's what you're doing. You're releasing and healing this grief, that grief energy. You're releasing and healing that. You're forgiving your divine partner for anything that has been done in the past, okay? And that is also making you feel like you have won that pot of gold. That's also going to give you that new beginning. That's also going to give you clear and concise communication. Okay? That's what I feel. So let's go ahead and clarify that. Gemini, forgiving and learning when it comes to love. Root chakra or base chakra. Yeah. So the base chakra is coming out. That's the base chakra. It flipped out. I picked it up and turned it upright, but I kind of feel like there's some insecurities within that chakra. And that's where the grief is lying. This insecure energy is lying. This grief is causing some insecure energies within your root chakra. That root chakra is keeping you from grounding your energy. It's also keeping you from starting some sort of a new beginning. Now, if you look, it's a number 1. So that's 1, 1, 1. 3 plus 10 is 13. Plus 6 is 19. 1 and a 9 is a 10. That's about new chapters. Letting the old go. Forgiving the past. Healing, learning the lessons, and letting it go. So I kind of feel like Gemini, you're letting any insecurities that you've been hanging on to from your past that has caused you emotional grief, you're letting it go. You are letting it go. You are learning to ground your energies and stay more in the present moment as you go forward on your path. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. I kind of feel like there's another one that needs to come out with this base chakra for you, Gemini. So what else would you like to express, Spirit? Oh, yeah, there's 2 more. Okay, so we have the Hangman. And we have the Hierophant coming through. The Hangman is telling you, while you're on pause, you need to observe something from a higher perspective, higher perception. Okay? You need to observe your surroundings, especially stuff from your past. You need to observe it so that you can perceive it from a higher perspective, gain that enlightenment that you need. And I kind of feel like it has something to do with learning some sort of a lesson. That way the Hierophant coming through. So I kind of feel like Gemini, you could be stepping into your spiritual purpose by becoming a spiritual teacher, by teaching perhaps other people, other like-minded souls, of how to pause and observe your inner wisdom, how to learn them lessons on a soul level. And I kind of feel like you're also, not only are you learning, but you're also teaching others how to do that. And that's where your wealth and your windfall is going to come in. That's where this new path with this Ace of Pentacles right here, Gemini, that new path is going to be opening up for you this week, where you are going to gain the enlightenment through your own spiritual wisdom, your own spiritual knowledge concerning your path, your spiritual path, and you're going to teach others the wisdom and the knowledge that you have gained on this path through finding that pot of gold within yourself. Okay, that's what I feel. So I knew there was more coming out within that root chakra. I also see the root chakra as that energy of the reality, the base, the root, the first chakra, the one whom you can use to connect to Mother Earth, to ground your energy. Well, we actually do have chakras in the bottom of our feet, but that's all right. So what is a lesson that Gemini is learning this week on a soul level? What is a lesson that Gemini is learning on a soul level? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So Gemini, I feel that you second guess your feelings, second guess your intuitive energy. So you're learning that lesson of indecision, of second guessing what you're feeling, second guessing what your intuition is showing you, what your perception is showing you. And that's why you're in this energy of the 5. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to listen to your intuition. It's a struggle to balance out them emotions and to actually understand. What I feel is, and I think it's because I'm a rising Gemini. I so resonate with this, by the way. I feel, and this is my case, this is my own personal experience, okay? I am highly empathic. Like, I am so super sensitive to everybody's energies. I mean, everybody's energies. I literally have a necklace that is, well, it needs clean now, but it is amethyst. And it helps to balance out my emotions. So if somebody else resonates with this reading that's a Gemini, I recommend that you go get an amethyst, or maybe perhaps we'll see what animal comes through with the specific stone for you, okay? So I kind of feel like back here with this 5 of Cups energy, Cups is about our emotions. So there was a lot of grief, a lot of heavy grief energy. Okay, and that indecision was causing you to second guess what you were feeling because of that grief that you were holding on to. So Spirit is telling you, Gemini, you know, indecision is a lesson you're going to have to learn this week, because there's a new path opening up, and you need to be in observation of your intuitive energy, of your enlightenment, because this new path that's opening up, where you're going to be teaching others, is going to bring you in wealth and abundance. You're going to find that pot of gold. So what are you doing? As far as your heart space, you're forgiving and learning from your past experiences, that grief, them 3 spilled cups, okay? And you're gaining that enlightenment and clarity about the path that you have been on and how to switch it. The enlightenment's going to come once you realize that, you know, this emotional energy is what has kept you in delay, in stuck in your spiritual path of becoming perhaps a spiritual teacher. teaching something, learning something, teaching other people how to follow their own path, and have them, make them understand that maybe yours may be spiral, theirs may be triangle or square, or perhaps maybe even theirs are spiral. We don't know yet. Okay, so I'll just put that out there. So what is Gemini learning a lesson when it comes to love? What is a lesson that Gemini is learning when it comes to love? Barriers, release, and reinvention. Yes, perfect. The barrier that you put up around your emotions. Yes, releasing that barrier of emotional indecision, releasing the barrier of your emotions, and letting go and learning how to reinvent a new way of teaching and learning. That's what I feel when it comes to love. You're forgiving and learning. You're releasing that barrier from the past. You're letting it go. And now you are coming up with a way to reinvent yourself. You haven't did it yet, because if you look, there's just a suit there. You're not showing up. But you're gaining that clarity of how to reinvent this energy, how to reinvent this pot of gold, how to reinvent your partnership, yourself, through this process. That's what I feel. Reinvent your all aspects of your life, as well as release this barrier that has been blocking your intuition. And I feel that the barrier is all about your emotions, Gemini. All right, so those are your lessons. What is next? Who is around you? What this is? Okay, those were Mystic Moons, Twin Flame Oracles. These are the Soul's Lesson Oracle cards by James Van Praagh. Romance Angel Oracle cards. I think that is all. These are the Angel and Ancestor Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. So what angel or ancestor or who is around the star sign of Gemini this week? Who is around them, and what is your message? Well, we got two. Oh, beautiful. So we got the Druid and the White Witch coming through. So it makes perfect sense. Oh my goodness, I got truth chills. Hold on a second, Gemmies. Whew. All right, now I'm back to my back to myself. So we're gonna go back to that spiral dancer and our perception, and the spiral route that you've been on. Okay, so the Druid is about holding space. The Druid is about not rushing forward into anything. Okay, that is what the Druid is about. The Druid is about observing yourself, observing the situation while you are holding some sort of space within yourself, so that you can realize who you are and what direction you are meant to go in on your spiritual path. I kind of feel like this Druid is telling you, go within, realize that path. It's an upward path. It's an ascending path. And you need to observe that, gain the enlightenment over that within that stillness that the Druid is holding for you. So now we have the White Witch coming through. So I see the owl as a spirit animal that could be around you, Gemini. All right. I also see a moth. A moth right here. So I see moths and butterflies as transformation energy. So we got the White Witch coming through, okay? The White Witch has the wisdom of this transforming energy, and she is telling you to be the light, Gemini. So what we're going to do, we already know what the Druid's about. I already went over him. Now we're going to tap into the White Witch and see why she's coming through for you, Gemini. The White Witch. And she is a sacred one, as well as the Druid. And I'm looking masculine and feminine on them cards as well. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. The lower energy experience is that Five of Cups energy. The Five of Cups, that grief, that emotional grief that you've been hanging on to for a while. This White Witch is coming through and telling you, remove yourself. Forgive and release the past. Let it go. Tap into the higher road of your own path. Okay? So the White Witch is coming through with the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of paganism and modern Wicca. The triple goddess is the mother, maiden, and crone, if you don't know that. So, the maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here, she is joined by a horned owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has. But she is also willing to trust what she feeds to the right within, to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the goddess within, Gemini. Yes, be that spiral dancer. Follow your inner goddess on your special spiritual path, because no path is meant to be straight and narrow. How boring would that be? Think about that for a minute, Gemini. All right. So Spirit is telling you, this White Witch is telling you, no matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, and you are in negative situations, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You're an incredible person who can really bring light. So I kind of feel like this, it's like it's like Starseed, Light Worker, and Mystic. I kind of feel like this is a combination of Light Worker and Mystic coming through here, Gemini. So Spirit is telling you, they're asking you, how can you protect yourself? And I protect myself using my amethyst. I also have Numite. I have all my Organites. Sometimes I carry them. I have my Tourmaline. I mean, there is so many different things that you can carry with you that'll suit your own energy, Geminis. So Spirit is telling you, if you go within and you be still in that Druid's energy, the wisdom that you need will come to you on how to remove yourself from the drama to have this new beginning within your energy. It's time. It's time, Gemini, for you to step into your ascending. It's time to step into your ascension. It's time to step into the path of who you are. Either to learn something about yourself, or perhaps to teach the path to others. Because to me, that horned owl is the wisdom. The wisdom that you have gained on your path. All right. The wisdom that you have gained through this learning process of what you need to release and heal within your heart space is what I feel. All right. So yeah, and now you need to learn to follow your intuition and shine your light out into the world. That's why your indecision card came out. All right. I feel that once you shine your light out into the world, Gemini, You're going to illuminate this pot of gold. You're going to have this windfall of this brand new beginning that is meant for you, Gemini, right here with this Ace of Pentacles. There's your windfall. There's your abundance. There is your pot of gold, I feel. All right. So you need to gain that awareness. You need to go within, like the druid is calling you to do. Hold that space within until you can gain the perception of how to reinvent yourself, and to follow your intuition, because your intuition is going to lead you to that pot of gold that you are. You're going to be set on your path. That's what I feel. So you do have this energy of ground your energy, I feel, and also some insecurities that you could be holding on to from the past when it comes to divine partnerships and partnerships with other people. And I kind of feel like this Five of Cups energy is that drama that the White Witch is bringing up. The drama. You need to be aware of that and move yourself out of it. If you look, this crow on this Ace of Pentacles is looking the opposite way of that drama. So that's why I feel that that White Witch is coming through and telling you you need to be aware of that, and then you need to remove yourself from that situation and go and teach the world what you know, what you've learned as a maiden, as a White Witch. Okay, that's what I feel. So let's move on to what is a blessing that Gemini is getting this week. What is a lesson that Gemini is experiencing this week? What is a lesson that Gemini is experiencing this week? Well, we got two cards that come out. So we have a number 14, another number 5 coming through. A blessing on a friendship. So I just feel like there's somebody that's going to come through that's going to bless you with either some sort of knowledge or wisdom. And what I'm seeing here, if you look how the youthful person, and she kind of looks like this would be the crone. Well, this is the maiden. It's Mother Maiden Crone. So she's the middle one. So the crone would be the one who's the wiser one. So I just feel like this could be the crone coming in and giving you that enlightenment. She's the friend that's going to show you and guide you and teach you. And then we have a number 44. So we got 1, 4, 4, 4. So I kind of feel like this is a download for you. And I'm going back to the light worker, mystic energy, because that's what the light workers do. They take them codes and they anchor them into the mystics, and the mystics anchor them into Mother Gaia. So I just feel this week there is some sort of a 144 download that has something to do with your light worker energy, Gemini. And I kind of feel like you, somebody is going to come around you, a soulmate perhaps, who is going to help you with this energy. And then we got a blessing on a homecoming. So I kind of feel like, with the 144, you're going to feel like this is what you're meant to do. Let me see. I some of these cards I haven't seen yet. So we're going to read the blessing on a friendship, and then we'll read the blessing on a homecoming. A blessing for a friendship where your best self is given permission to emerge and grow, and where natural love is shared in good times and in bad. So it's like you are giving yourself the permission to emerge as that White Witch and grow and expand and teach people what you've learned, as well as learn things as well. So you are definitely being blessed with a friendship, I feel. Not just within yourself, but with somebody else. I kind of feel like you are going to feel the warmth of the sharing, of the give and take within this friendship. I kind of feel like this is somebody that's a soulmate energy, because you guys are going to be able to communicate things of the soul. Right, so all right, so the 44, a blessing for a person who is returning home after a time far from their family, friends, customs, and communities. So I kind of feel like you are definitely being blessed with some sort of a friend who is going to enter your life this week, Gemini. There is somebody coming into your life this week that is somebody who has been gone for a while. And it's going to bring about some changes. And you're going to be able to communicate with them. It's like you're shining your light out into the world, and that light that you're shining is drawing them in towards you, and that's what I feel for you, Gemini. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull an animal totem card for you, Gemini. Whale or two. And we're going to see what stones they recommend. So first we got the weasel. Ha! Weasel. Pierre Tersite. Silent observation, intuition, and stealth. Now, let's go back to these cards here. Be still. Hold the space. Silent observation. Observe. Okay? Observe with that hanged man. So I feel that the weasel is coming through telling you to be still like the druid. Okay? Be still. Hold the space. Observe. Observe from a higher perspective. Okay? Observe from your higher perception. And always follow your intuition. Learn the lesson of indecision and use your intuition in all aspects of your life. And I feel that that's why the weasel is coming through for you. Spirit of weasel, remind me to remain silent and use intuition and observation to see the truth. So I feel this druid is who's bringing the weasel in. That's what I felt. The druid is who is bringing the weasel in for you. Next, we have the turtle. The turtle. Red jasper. Determination, Mother Earth, and protection. So yeah, the red jasper will help you to ground your energy. Spirit of the turtle. Teach me to stay grounded. Slow down to do things properly and to never quit. Thank you. Aho. So yeah, think about the turtle and the hare. I don't know why that just came through, but hey. So I kind of feel like the white witch, wherever she's at in here. The white witch is who is bringing in the turtle. Because she's telling you, this turtle is going to protect you. It's going to give you the determination to learn how to shine that light into the world and to teach others how to do the same. And to also to tell you to stay grounded. Stay grounded in your base chakra. Yep. I'm telling you, Spirit's just like, I don't even know how to say it. Just wow. All right. So that is the final cards that I'm going to pull for you for this week, Gemini. I hope that you like the messages. So before I close out this reading, I want to show you something. So a few months ago, back in, I want to say August, September of 2019, Wing and Bell created these organites on Friday the 13th in that full moon energy. And when I seen her post that video on Facebook, I was like, oh, I gotta have one. So I got a hold of her. And she's like, yeah, we have them. And she's like, I'll give you one. I'm like, no, I want organites of elements. So we got air, water, fire, and earth. Okay, so I got those organites custom created just for me at that time frame. Okay, so I told Cher, because that's who created them for me at Wing and Bell. By the way, if you click on the link in the description box below, you can gain that link to my Facebook page and check out Wing and Bell for yourself, because I'll always share their videos when I can. Okay. So I told her, I was like, I explained a little bit about who I was and my Sacred Circle of the Crows page and my Crows Call Tarot YouTube channel. And I had asked her, do you have any crow molds? And she's like, not at the moment, but I will look for you. I'm like, all right, I'll get a hold of you after the new year. So at the end of last month, beginning of this month, I finally got a hold of her and I asked Cher, I was like, did you find any crow molds yet? Because I am definitely interested. And she's like, I just popped this crow that's in a sphere out of the mold. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, do you think it would look good in a sphere or a pyramid? And I'm like, sphere, how much do you want for it? So she quoted me a price and I had purchased it. And that's why this beautiful sphere is in my hand right now. I purchased this sphere because it was custom made just for myself. Sacred Circle of Crows and a Crows Call Tarot. Hence the little crow organites, the little crow up here in the corner. She didn't mean to do that. That was just created, and I felt that was my guides guiding her into that creation. She also gifted me this beautiful little butterfly. This round sacred geometric shape here, which Archangel Metatron uses that. And she gifted me this little heart organite that was poured on the full moon on February 9th in the star sign of Leo. So I just wanted to address that situation. Thanks to Cher for Wing and Bell for creating these beautiful custom pieces. So, collective Jummies, if you would like your own custom piece, I recommend that you go on my Facebook page. And while you're there, go ahead and follow me and like my page. Click on Wing and Bell. They will be glad to create your own custom piece if you would like. They have other things that they make and they sell as well. If you don't want something customly made, they post things all the time. And I want you to check them out. You don't have to purchase, just check them out. See what they're all about. They're beautifully talented souls who are very creative, very talented. So I just wanted to give a special thanks to them and address that with you Jummies as a collective, in case you guys would be interested in something specific to yourself as well. All right, so with that being said, I want to thank all the Geminis who have been following me from the get-go. Thank you for having my back in this situation. For all the newcomers who are just new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that little notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I put new videos out. Make sure you follow and like my Facebook page if you go over and take a look at it. I post all kinds of stuff on there. It's all about spiritual stuff on my Facebook page, on my Sacred Circle of the Crows page. All right. So I just wanted to address that with you. So I just want to tell each and every one of you guys, thank you for watching and blessed be.